Shark Waters is a 2022 film directed by Jadon Cal. It's written by M.L. Miller, and it's not too bad. It's a very straightforward film. It's not the most thrilling, but we have some very, very crimson moments. There's quite a lot of bloodshed in this. The first half of the film was very slow, and it's not a tremendously long film. It's about an hour and 25 minutes. But once the shark attack begins to happen, and I'll talk about this in a moment, it became quite suspenseful, and I was keen to see what would happen, if we'd have any survivors, if anybody would be eaten alive. Basically, a group of people are out on a boat in the middle of water, and there's a shark attack. We have some very hungry sharks that are very bloodthirsty, and honestly, the narrative is really straightforward. There's not much else to it, but I don't think that's really a big problem. We have some decent enough characters, the performances are good. I definitely got the sense of being out on the open water, and something I've mentioned, I think recently, because I've reviewed quite a lot of shark-based films recently, is that I am scared of open water. I will go out on a boat. Not a boat like this. Definitely not a boat like this. But I really don't like being in open water. Or water of any kind. So for me, that fear factor is very apparent. If you're very calm around water, you might not feel that. I do think that the horror aspect is going to be stronger if you are particularly scared of those things. I'm not particularly scared of sharks, but that's largely because shark attacks are not really a threat for me. Even if I lived near somewhere where sharks were a thing, I wouldn't really go in the water anyway. But because I don't like water, there is that fear factor. It's not necessarily scary, but it does get a little bit suspenseful. Visually, it's quite stunning. We do have a lot of bloodshed, which looks very, very striking. The bright red against the palish blue of the water. Visually not bad, some decent camera angles. The water looks very nice. I don't want to be near it, but it looks very nice. It's filmed in Tampa, in Florida, according to IMDb. And in general, it's a very straightforward shark-based film that's not necessarily scary, but certainly atmospheric. And if you're looking for a slightly creepy film that's easy to watch with some good performances and quite a bit of bloodshed, then I'd say give it a go. It's definitely not the scariest film, or indeed the most intense, but there are some moments, and if the water aspect or the shark aspect really appeals to you, I don't think that's the right word, if it's something you think will make you feel a little bit uneasy, then by all means give it a go. Not a difficult watch, doesn't require that much concentration, so if you're in the mood for something dark but not that heavy, then Shark Waters could be a good one from that, and all things considered, I thought it was a pretty good film.